Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. So this week is very special to me. Today, so as you're listening to this episode on September 22nd, my daughter, my littlest one, is turning 4 years old. She's like my little Sour Patch Kid. So I just wanted to say happy birthday to her if she ever listens to these podcasts in the future. I just love her so much, and I'm super excited for her party later. So yay, happy birthday. Also coming up for me this week, it's my birthday. I'll be 37 years old, which is just, it blows my mind that I'm going to be 37. It's funny when I think back when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, when you're like in your late 30s, almost 40, it's like, oh my God, you're so old. And like, I don't feel old at all, which is great, obviously, but like, man, 37. So, I'll be, I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. It's on a Wednesday this year, which, it's a Wednesday. But I know we'll celebrate, we'll probably do dinner or that sort of stuff. But yeah, super excited for this week. Also this weekend, I'm doing my first dry try, which if you're not familiar with that, it's like a triathlon, but like not with water and that sort of stuff. So I go to Orange Theory Fitness to work out. You guys probably see that on my stories. And they always talk about these dry tries. I think they do them like every quarter or every 6 months or so. And I've been going there on and off for like the last 6 years, 5 years. And I've never done one. So I don't know. I was feeling really good this week. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm signing up. I'm going to do one. It's like 3.2 miles on the treadmill. I think it's like 2,000 meters on the rower, and then like 300 weightlifting exercises, which I'm like, okay, I think I'll be okay. This can't be that bad, right? I do feel really in shape right now. Like my body does feel really good, but like I'm terrified, but excited at the same time. Like I'm not 25 anymore, right? Like my body is getting older. So there's parts of me that are like, like, are you gonna be able to do it? But yeah, every time that I do start going, oh, I'm just getting old or whatever, I do try to reframe that because I'm 37. I'm not like 67. Okay. So my body's still in good shape. And as long as I keep taking care of it, it's going to operate. I hope. I'm going to hopefully just stay healthy. Right. So but I was kind of feeling, when like you just start feeling a little stagnant in life, like I have really nothing to look forward to. I mean, obviously my birthday is coming up and stuff, but like, yeah, so it was one of those things when they were talking about the dry try that day. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do that. And I always am looking for ways to get out of my comfort zone. So this was one of those things for me. Anywho, well, let's get into this week's episode. But before I do, I did want to share a huge opportunity that is happening over the next couple of months with me. Okay. So of course, you guys all know there's one-on-one. Okay. I have 2 spots right now. I'm pretty full with one-on-one clients, but if you do end up working with me over the next few months, you get access to my business bundle. Okay. And each of these things that I'm going to be talking about, you can buy individually, or you can buy everything as a bundle and come to all the things. All right. So, let's dive into what is this business bundle? Well, first I created this because I know if you're a new coach or you're just starting out in your business, like you might not have all the funds, right? All the monies to buy my 3-month coaching program, which is $3,000. Okay. But I do know that you want to succeed and be seen on social media. So I wanted to create these content workshops, sales, story, masterclasses, this sort of stuff, because I just know that you're ambitious and you want to get started, but you just need a small piece of the puzzle, right? So I'm going to tell you about these 3 offers. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about the first one, which is happening Thursday, September 28th. All right. Recordings, obviously, guys, replays will all be available. All right. So I'm hosting a masterclass. It's called How to Use Instagram Stories to Sell Out Your Offers. All right. Once again, that's how to use Instagram Stories to sell out your offers. This is only $33. Okay. So I know a lot of you follow me on Instagram and you know that I share all the things on there. So I want to teach you how I personally use stories to enroll clients and market my offers. Stories have a brilliant way to build intimacy with your audience and fast. Okay. So this masterclass is perfect for someone who isn't sure what to be posting on their stories every day to attract their ideal clients and who wants to learn the many ways to sell in your stories on Instagram. Okay. So if you have been confused on like, how do I use stories? Like what's really the purpose behind them? This masterclass is definitely for you. Okay. So it's time you figured out how to get your audience enrolling and booking those sales calls. All right. So once again, this masterclass is only $33. Okay. So dare I say, it's like silly not to buy this. Okay. So $33 for how to use Instagram stories to sell your offers. So the next part of the business bundle is my content creation workshop. I love this. I've done it many times, and this is going to be a way more, I don't want to say intense, but like more interactive. And it's going to have a lot more information about what's going on in this world currently of social media. Okay. So having a content strategy is an absolute must when you're building your business on social media. So I'm sure you're familiar with posting and even how to post, but a lot of you guys might be posting and praying or posting and waiting. So instead, I want you having a real content framework that will have you making more money and getting more of those followers saying, well, where can I sign up for this? Right? So this will be a full 3-hour workshop. And the reason why it's going to be long is because together we will be doing content exercises, writing an actual sales post together, coming up with headlines, and so much more. Okay. I want you leaving this workshop with real takeaways, not just sitting on information. Okay. I truly want you implementing the things that you learn so that you can make money fast. So this workshop is only $133. And in my opinion, you can definitely make all this money back while we're even on the workshop. Okay. And the third one, which is my favorite, which is Social Selling 101. This is my signature business course, okay? This is going to be a group program format, and it includes 5 recorded modules that break down how I've been able to build a 6-figure business organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So this has been my signature business program over the past year, and literally I'm obsessed with it. I just love it so much. So each module is exactly what you need to know in order to sell and market your offers on social media. Okay. So I provide templates, scripts, and so much more. Also, you get access to me. All right. So I included 5 group coaching calls so that you can get all your questions answered and you can get help on some of the mindset components of building your online business. Okay. So if maybe you're dealing with some imposter syndrome, lack of confidence, that sort of stuff. All right. So we'll go through all those pesky little mindset things so that we can get you making money faster. All right. So that officially starts on October 20th. Okay. And by the way, the content workshop, which I don't think I mentioned, that's going to be on Saturday, October 7th. So all these are happening relatively fast within the next month or two. Okay. So the stories masterclass, September 28th. The content workshop is going to be Saturday, October 7th. And then social selling will officially start on October 20th. However, you do get instant access to social selling if you decide to buy it even today. Okay. So the bundle is up. I'll put the link in the show notes. You can also go to my Instagram. It's also in my bio area. So all 3 of these offers, though, just so you know, all 3 of them together is only $897. All right, $897. So there is a payment plan. I definitely put that all in there for you. So no worries there. And once again, you can buy each individually or you can buy this as the bundle. All right, so entirely up to you. So check out the link in my show notes to sign up, or once again, go to Instagram. And if you have questions, please DM me on Instagram. Okay. Okay, so let's get into the actual episode topic. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time about all the sales things, right? But this episode is how to deal with the uncertainty of money in your coaching business. So yes, uncertainty. This is likely one of the biggest things that entrepreneurs have to deal with, in my opinion. And it's hard. It's honestly really hard. But I want you knowing that it's normal. So I guess what I mean by uncertainty is like, you don't know if you have income coming into your business. Okay. So completely normal to want to feel safe with your money and your income inside of your business. I get that. I still have some days, no joke, guys. I still have some days where I have plenty of money in my bank account, but I have a limiting belief sometimes that pops up. And it's an old limiting belief of like, oh my God, am I ever going to get a client again? Or what? I didn't make any money today. Oh my God, maybe I just need to try harder. Right. So now I know how to coach myself through this. Every single time that thought pops up, I'm like, girl, relax. You have money. Everything is okay. There's nothing actually wrong with your business. Okay. But this is the thing though. I had to go through and reframe a lot of things, but I had to like go to the root. Like, why do I feel the need to be safe? And a lot of it does come from my corporate job, right? And like, if you ever had like a part-time job, like you felt safe just knowing that money was coming in. But with your coaching and your consulting business, right? It's not always going to be like that. And I think this is a huge reason why most entrepreneurs do quit. Being able to feel safe and at peace while building your business is a skill you learn and you get used to over time. Okay. So certainty, in my opinion, just means safety. You want to feel certain that your business will bring in money each and every month. And unfortunately, that just isn't how entrepreneurship works, especially at the beginning. Okay. So now that I've been doing this for 5+ years, I know money is going to be coming in, right? And I know I have money in my bank account if worse comes to worse for some odd reason, right? But yeah, like I just feel so safe inside my business and I don't have to worry about that. So just so you know, it does take some time. You will have to maybe coach yourself through this a bit or have a coach help you through this. But I just don't want you to freak out, okay? I don't want you freaking out. And I say that because I want you to normalize this inside of your body and inside of your mind. You aren't doing anything wrong if you have a really high month and then maybe the next month just isn't so profitable, all right? So once again, I've told you this before on my podcast, but entrepreneurship isn't so linear, right? So it's not always so predictable. There are definitely ways to make it more predictable. And that's a lot of what I teach inside Social Selling 101 and inside my one-on-one container because I don't want you freaking out all the time, okay? So this is how I would handle building up that safety inside of yourself. Okay. Number one, trust. And I think this is the most important one. All right. So this career and your calling isn't something to take lightly. You have been called to go down this path and this path is meant for you, right? The money, I can never tell somebody how long it's going to take to get the results that they want because every single client journey is so different. All right. So you need to trust that you made the right decision to go down this path. All right. And that this is definitely for you and it's all going to unfold in the exact way that it is supposed to. Okay. The second thing is get coached. Okay. My mental health while building a business is really important to me. And when I have a hard day or I want advice or just how to handle a situation or anything like that, or if I have a question, I want to have somebody that I can message, right? Like I don't want to have to rely on my husband or my mom or my friends to help me through a business mindset problem, right? Bad days are going to happen, right? But I can quickly get out of them when I have someone who can share their perspective and then their truth behind it. Okay. And third, a lot of you think just because you didn't make money this week or like today, that something is actually wrong. All right. And I've had clients get 2 clients in one day and the next day they're like, why don't I have any more clients? Like raise your hand. Obviously, if you've felt this way before, we've all done this. Okay. I trust that everyone, and you probably don't want to hear this, but I trust that everyone has the exact amount of clients that they need in this exact time. All right. So I don't make up a story about it. You don't need a downward spiral if there isn't actually anything wrong. All right. So your business, especially if you don't have a strategy, you're probably going to do this a lot. Okay. So that leads me into number 4, which is get a strategy that works. Okay. So shameless plug for my programs and my one-on-one, but Social Selling 101 and working with me, like I want you to succeeding as fast as possible. Okay. So having a strategy and making your business more predictable is going to help you get more clients faster and get you to that 6-figure mark if that's what you desire. Okay. And I don't want your clients constantly coming from you just out of pure luck. I want you knowing what to do every day to attract your tribe and get people enrolled into your programs. Okay. And I don't have to wonder how I'm going to get a client. Okay. This is one of those things too. If you're constantly feeling like, how do I do this? Or I'm missing something, or I must be missing something. So I know if I really wanted a client this week, I would know what to do. All right. That is me. And I have that safety inside of me. It feels good in my system knowing that I have the strategy and my body doesn't freak out. Okay. So lastly, remember, you are in this for the long game and this is your career. And if you don't believe that, you'll constantly keep bumping into that uncertainty, and you're going to let it ruin your day. And I don't want you to do that anymore. Okay. So I know coaching, whether it be business coaching or life coaching or whatever, this is my path. This was always what I was meant to do. This is my career. And I feel it's also important to note that if safety is one of your core life and business values, which I know that I say that, like, of course, we all want to feel safe. Like we have a roof over our head and that sort of stuff, right? Or safe in our relationships. But in your business to feel safe, or money to feel safe, like you're going to hate me saying this, but like it's okay to get a job, a part-time job, anything like a gig. But yes, if you really value safety, then please get a job so you don't freak out the whole time that you're building your business. Okay. It's not that you can't build your business while you have a job. Just so you know, too, you definitely can. And I did. I had a part-time job as an online English teacher online while I was building the business. All right. And I did that until I was comfortable leaving. All right. So there's no shame in this. It's totally fine if you want to be able to pay your bills and not have to worry about the money aspect. Okay. And I think a lot of people think that there's some shame around this. Like, oh, I'm going to be a failure if I decide to get a part-time job or something. Like, it's okay. All right. So I think a lot of new coaches are in this stage of, oh, I'm just going to try it out, which if you're listening to my podcast, you likely aren't in that stage anymore. Thank God. Right. But so many new coaches are just like, oh, I see all these people making a ton of money, so I'm going to try to do this too. And then like, once they see like, oh, there's a lot of effort that needs to be put into this, then they quickly go, okay, well, maybe this isn't for me. And that's not always the truth, though. I just think we need to be told the truth, which is it does take time and effort to build a business. All right. And something else I think is important to note, if you're only doing this for money, like, I just want to make a ton of money. Well, this is the thing. Sad truth. You'll mentally be fighting with yourself way more than you'd like to. I want you waking up every single day, loving your business and excited to come into your office and get to work. I want you getting so fired up about your new offer that like you just can't wait to wake up at like, 5 or 6 a.m. to create that sales page or to create all those graphics or to write all those posts. All right. Like, I really flip and love my life and my business. And like, I would honestly say I'm a little obsessed. Like, I think about my business all the time, and not in a bad way. Like, oh my God, like downward spiraling. It's just like, I just love it. I want to work. And most of my clients who come to my coaching container that do really, really well also love to work. Right. So my biggest advice to you is stop freaking out if you aren't where you want to be at. Okay. You will get there. You will have the business you desire. So keep going. Build up that emotional resilience inside of yourself. So this is really important. The people who have been doing this for years have built up that muscle inside of them that knows that better days are coming. All right. So emotional resilience. And listen, you're also a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You need to act like one. Okay. So no more, I'm just going to try this for 6 months and see if this works. Try it for 5 years and tell me what happens. All right. It does take effort. It does take action. So there's no getting around the work it takes to build the business. Okay. And next, really trust in the universe to deliver. Believe that you do have like a fan club behind you that's invisible, that is trying their best to make all your dreams come true. So whether you believe in God or angels or anything like that, I just personally trust that there's like a tribe behind me that really wants me to succeed. And yeah, that they're doing their best they can to show me signs or point me in the right direction, to give me ideas, all that sort of fun stuff, right? So trust in the universe. And lastly, be consistent. Like, you already know this, right? Be consistent. Just do it. Okay. Show up every day and act like someone who has a business that they love and that is already bringing in a ton of money. Okay. So already act like that. Okay. So no more, I'll post once and then take off for 2 weeks or anything like that. Okay. Or I'm going to post once and see what happens. Your audience deserves better than that, if I'm being honest too. Your audience wants to see people who take their business seriously. All right. So remember, we buy from leaders, right? We buy from leaders, not people who aren't going to show up for them or only when they feel like it. So no offense. Hopefully that didn't trigger you, but like, it's important that you're showing up consistently. It's like, I don't want you constantly feeling like you're starting over each and every week when you haven't really given it a full try. Right. Okay. So also, do your best to enjoy the building phase of your business, okay? So lean into that uncertainty and know that it is completely normal. Over time, you'll have so much more proof that you'll get another client. You'll have months and years of proof that money is certain, even if you can't see anything on the books for 6 months in the future, okay? I truly want you having an unshakable mindset. When you smash that unshakable mindset and a proven strategy, you will see faster results. So at this point in my business, I have years of proof that I will continue to make money, even if I can't see the money in the books for like, say February, right? I know I'll have clients. I built that trust inside of myself. So right now, if you're feeling very uncertain or this really does scare you, think about the solution. You might have to sit with your partner or sit with a friend and be like, what can I do to start feeling more certain inside of my business? But you also might need a strategy, right? You might need to learn a few things in order to actually get clients, right? So if you've been putting that off, guys, obviously this is what I help you with, right? So either one-on-one coaching might be for you, or I have this bundle. Okay. So don't forget that the business bundle is ready and it's only $8.97. And you can also buy each individually too, right? So check out the link in the show notes. And once again, if you do decide to work with me over the next couple of months, you do get access to all of these. Okay. So if that's something that you like, and that's more of like yeah, hell yes, I want to work more with Allison one-on-one, then click the link in my show notes to apply to work with me. And once again, if you have any questions, send me a DM on Instagram. Okay. Thank you so much for listening this week. I really appreciate y'all so much and for tuning in each and every week. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. And yeah, have a great week. Talk to you soon. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at Allison Henderson _coach. That's ALLISON Henderson _coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.